Hey everyone, this is Mars. I finished a couple of runs, a couple of DC reprint titles in the 70s, DC Special and DC Superstars. So I thought we'd go through them real quick. I pulled out DC Special here, and I'm doing this on my phone. My tablet crashed, and I'm waiting for my replacement through the mail. So we'll see how this goes. Anyway, DC Special. This is from the early 70s, I think 71. Ran 29 issues. Uh, just a hodgepodge of material. Some Golden Age, mostly Silver Age reprints. So here's issue 1. This is all Carmine Infantino in the first issue. I think there's a fun little Detective Chimp story in here. Issue 2. This is actually the toughest issue in the run. Is issue 2. It's a teen humor issue, so you get Binky and Melvin and all these Archie kind of rip-off characters that are forgotten nowadays. So this one was kind of tough to find. That's issue 2. 3 is a superheroine issue. Issue 4, which are horror stories. And that looks like a Neil Adams cover. I think that is Neil Adams. Joe Kubert was the focus of issue 5. Issue 6, The Wild Frontier. These are science fiction stories. Issue 7, Strangest Sports Stories. It's kind of hard to see the appeal of this genre today, but here it is, Strangest Sports Stories. Issue 8, Wanted. This Wanted series was popular enough to spawn its own reprint title, which I'll showcase in another video. I just completed that run too. These are just reprints of most famous villains. Superheroes going up against some popular villains. This is a really fun series. I like Wanted quite a bit. More Strangest Sports. Invisible baseball players and robot gorilla football teams and weird stuff like that. Issue 10, Stop, You Can't Beat the Law. These are police stories from titles like Mr. District Attorney and other kind of obscure late 50s DC crime books. Not nearly as interesting as the EC crime books, of course. But anyway, here they are. Monsters, issue 11. And that looks like a Bertie Wrightson cover to me. Or, no, that's Adams. That's probably Neil Adams, too. Viking Prince, number 12. Joe Kubert art. More Strange Sports. Spaceball. The super athlete from Earth and fisherman of space. Number 14 is another issue of Wanted. So we got a Superman and Toyman confrontation, and Batman and the Penguin, and Flash, Heatwave, and Captain Cold. This is a great issue, issue 15. Plastic Man. And this is all Golden Age. So this is all Jack Cole Plastic Man reprints, which were hard to come by at this time. DC had just acquired all this quality material. And Jack Cole's Plastic Man is fantastic if you've never read it. It's very inventive, very fun. 16, Superheroes Battle Super Gorillas. This is the kind of stuff that DC did so well back in the Silver Age. It's apes. DC loved their apes. was the first Green Lantern DC special.
Good evening. Dr. Radler is expected.
Earth-shaking stories. War Against the Giants. That's 19. We'll be here to 20. Another Green Lantern issue. 21. War Against the Monsters. This issue I bought off the rack. I remember buying this at a Target department store. It's funny how certain books trigger certain memories. I distinctly remember buying this at a Target and then waiting out in the car for my mother and reading the book, waiting for it to come out. And I had a Captain Marvel, a Fawcett Captain Marvel reprint, which was a fun read. 22, we get into Three Musketeers and Robin Hood. I think DC had a Robin Hood book back in the 50s. Here's what this is. There's 23. And 24. 25. Here we are, Enemy Ace. Issue 26. We're getting near the end here. This is around 77 or so. 77, 78. Danger Dinosaurs at Large. Captain Comet. I always loved Captain Comet. Earth-Shattering Disasters, issue 28. And finally, 29, which is an original story, The Untold Origin of the Justice Society, which is a somewhat desirable book. It's a little more pricey than the others, not really expensive, but this will set you back a few bucks. And that is the end of DC Special. So let's move over to the other title I wanted to show off today. Another DC reprint title. And that is DC Superstars. Pull this up here. Okay, now these reprint titles, this was back Marvel finally got out from DC's thumb in the early 70s and cut its own distribution deal. So they were flooding the market with titles. And a lot of these were reprint titles. You know, a lot of the horror titles. Chamber of Chills, Vault of Evil, Monsters on the Prowl. They had all this inventory. And they were fighting mainly DC for shelf space. So DC fired back. And DC Superstars and DC Special was an attempt to, again, try to steal some of that, get some of that shelf space back without spending a lot of money on new material. So most of the stuff is reprints, although DC Superstars did go all original here about halfway through. So anyway, here's first issue 1 of DC Superstars, Teen Titans. And issue 2 is Adam Strange. You see Adam Strange has quite a few issues devoted to him, as he was without a book at the time. Number 3 is Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. DC Superstars of Space, number 4. It's number 5 with the Flash. Number 6. More Adam Strange. Number 7, Aquaman. Number 8. Number 9. This is the type of story you don't see anymore. Superheroes versus supervillains in a baseball game. Issue 10, Issue 11. This was a new Superboy story. So here we're getting into original material. This Sergio Aragonis issue. This was all, I think, unpublished stuff from Plop. Stuff left over from when Plop was canceled. So it's a humor issue. Supervillains, Secret Origins of Supervillains, issue 14.
It often happens in life that the most beautiful things are made from the most unpromising of materials, don't you
15.
That's why we enjoy
Sergeant Rock and the Unknown Soldier. I haven't read this issue yet. This would be a fun issue to read.
Made from grapes trampled by the feet of a peasant. 30 feet is like
Star Huntress.
Well, it's true, isn't it?
Here we see the influence of Star Wars.
Hanging for five.
So this is past 77. This is probably 1978 or so. This next issue is the pricey one. That's the first appearance of the Huntress. And this will set you back a few bucks. DC Superstars number 17. DC Superstars number 18. I believe this is the last issue
Something of
here.
your own, perhaps? Carl?
And I think I got this one. Yeah, DC Superstars number 9. That one slipped in there. Man behind the gun. So that's actually issue 9. So anyway, those are a couple of pair of DC reprint titles in the 70s. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back and show you some more books soon. Bye-bye.